All right, welcome to episode 50 of Real Talk with a Vulnerable Angel and Friends. I am your host, Dominica May, the Vulnerable Angel, and I am joined by my regular guest, Sharad, tonight. Welcome, Sharad.
Hello.
I love that hello. It's very distinctive. That's how I always know
Amazing,
it's you.
guys. I can get away with it. Don't worry.
It's all right. It's all right. Apologize for the slightly late start. I was having internet connectivity issues, and restarting the router seems to have fixed it. So hopefully, we will not have any issues throughout the stream.
When in doubt, turn it off and on.
That's right. The
Yeah.
IT crowd, great series from the UK. Yeah, they immortalized that. Turn it off. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Great solution for a lot of things. If this is your first time coming across this show, what we do is we try and have deep and personal, vulnerable conversations. Tonight, we are following on from last week where we took a couple of online autism tests. And today there was one more that we were interested in doing, or at least I was. So we are going to be going through that one together. Although we did establish last week that Sharad is unlikely autistic. But let's see if how you come up with the Ritvo Autism Asperger Diagnostic Scale, which as we will pull up here. Feel free to take it along with us. And so what it says on that website is it is a clinician-administered self-report questionnaire designed to identify adults with autism. The assessment is suitable for adult age 18 plus, males and females with average to or above average intelligence. There are 80 questions in the questionnaire, and the test is provided for educational and entertainment use only. It is not intended to be a psychological advice and comes with any guarantee of accuracy or validity. Assessment is free and anonymous. You can save the direct link to your results. Okay, so that is what it tells us about. Sorry?
I like the free option. That's very, very good.
Oh, yes. It's always happy to look for free. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. There was one, remember my dad was suggesting that we try a different thing, I think, for purpose, and it's based on a book, and so it would have required paying money to do that one. I'm like, yeah, we're not going to spend money on this sort of thing. And my dad has commented that he is watching right now, so that is our current viewer, but hopefully we'll have more people pop in throughout the show, or not, we'll see. But feel free to leave us comments in the chat as we're going along. All right. So this is, if we did not talk at all while we were taking the test, it suggests it'll only take us 15 minutes. But judging by how we have gone talking about our answers as we fill them out, it'll probably take a lot longer than that. All right. Ready to get started, Sharad?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, it says, please read each statement below and choose the answer that best fits your experiences during social interactions. This test is designed to be administered by a clinician in a clinical setting, and as such is of limited use for self-diagnosis. Fair enough. At the very least, take this test with the assistance of someone who knows you well. Yay, we're doing it together. If you suspect you may have an autism-related disorder, such as Asperger's syndrome, by all means take this test, but do not rely on the results as absolute proof either way. Yep. Well, that's an extra note.
Caveat there.
Yeah, just to make sure that we don't try and self-diagnose with it. That's fine. I am A sympathetic person. And our options for these questions to answer is true now and when I was young, true only now, true when I was younger than 16, or never true.
Um, hmm. What would you think for yourself?
For myself, I'm a
Hmm?
fairly sympathetic person, but was I
Yeah.
16 or younger? I don't know. My dad is watching. Dad, do you think I was sympathetic when I was 16 or younger? I don't remember.
Hmm. I think maybe for me, I'll put maybe true only now. I
Mm,
think. Yeah.
yeah. Gosh, I want my dad to chime in because I don't remember much of my childhood, so I don't like. It's hard for me to. I don't think I was very sympathetic when I was younger, but I could have been.
You don't remember much from your childhood.
Yeah, I don't remember much from my childhood. Don't know why. Just don't. um okay, I think I'm going to go true only now as well because
Okay.
I don't remember being sympathetic when I was in my younger years. All right, I often use words and phrases from movies and television in conversations.
True
True.
now and when I was young. Yeah, very much so.
Wait, we just did the try turning it off and on again.
Yeah,
Just before starting this.
literally.
Yes.
Literally, yeah.
I think I did it even more when I was younger than what I do now. Do I still do it now? I wouldn't say I often do it. I sometimes do it, but I don't think I often do it. So I think probably more, but only when I was younger than when I was 16. But I'm sure I did it in my 20s at least. So I guess I'll click true now and when I was young as well. My dad has a comment for the previous question. He says, teenagers in general are a bit narcissistic.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's hard to have sympathy when you're like that.
very true. Very true.
All right, I am often surprised when others tell me I have been rude.
Mm, uh,
I don't remember being told I was rude when I was younger, but I probably was. But I will say true now for sure.
mm, probably never true for me.
Never
I
true.
think I know when I've been rude. I think.
I've definitely had experiences, especially like I've told stories before about my ex-husband getting upset with me because I was supposedly rude. I'm like, why is that rude? So I think because I'm never intentionally rude. So if I do say something that somebody perceives as rude, I do have to have them explain it to me. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I'm like, why? Why was that rude? Because, like I said, never intentional. So my
Right.
answer is true now and when I was young.
Okay.
Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly, and I am not aware of it.
Never true for me.
I'm gonna say true now and when I was young. I get the too softly one. I'm never speaking too loudly, but I've definitely like, especially when I was married, my ex-husband was like, I can't hear you. And I'm like, I sound like I'm, talking at a normal tone. But I guess because I have sensitive hearing, I think I'm talking louder than I am.
I don't know. Maybe you just surround yourself with people who are hard of hearing. That could be another option.
No. He's not the only person that made that comment. I've definitely had, because like sometimes I will talk softer than be specifically because I don't want anyone around me to hear, like beyond the person I'm talking to, but because I'm speaking softer than normal and I already talk softer
Mhm.
than people, then they're like, I can't hear you.
Speak up, Junior.
Eee. Okay, next question is, I often don't know how to act in social situations.
um, Probably true only when I was younger than 16.
Mhm.
I'll go with that.
Um, it was definitely beyond 16 for me. So even if I'm more comfortable with that sort of thing now, I'm still going to
Mhm.
say true now and when I was young, since it was over 16.
Okay.
Yep. Uh, I can put myself in other people's shoes.
Mm, Probably true only now, I'll say.
Same,
Yeah.
same. For me, it's, I think, more because of I've intentionally been trying to do that more, to understand people's motivations and stuff. And part of it is like, as a writer thing, I want to understand
Yeah.
motivations. It helps me be a better writer. But I, when I was younger, no way. No
Yeah.
way.
I think it's really interesting because yeah, as a writer, you have to put yourself in that position, but sometimes in your life, like you just it's all down to maturity. I mean, you can't put a number or a timestamp to go, okay, I know this is how that would feel. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, my dad has a comment for one of the previous questions. He says, when unsure, ask or at least define terms. What is
Right.
rude? Yep,
Right. Yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
What is it? What is
We're
it?
all
Because
different people.
different people perceive different things as rude. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure, like if a neurotypical person did something that they thought was normal, I might consider it rude, because to me, as an autistic person, it is.
Fair enough.
Like, don't just, it's rude to not tell me how you actually feel. Like, to
Mhm.
bitch about me behind my back. That's rude.
Not cool, bro. Not cool.
Not cool. All right. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like "you are the apple of my eye."
Probably never true. As a writer, I like to learn new lexicons and phrases. So I don't think I've ever had that issue. The only time I would say phrases where I don't get it is now that I'm a lot more mature. Now that I'm in my late 30s, I might have mentioned previously when I was teaching. A lot of
All
the
the
kids,
new Gen Z, and Gen Alpha slang.
yeah, I was like, what are you guys talking about? Like, what is with you people? Like, speak English. So
Yeah, I think this is more about idioms specifically, because idioms are meant to be challenging for autistic people in particular to understand, because we think more literally. So when a phrase or an idiom or whatever, if you take the literal meaning of it, it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Kill
none
two birds
whatsoever.
with one stone. What?
Yeah, I don't want to murder anyone.
Why
Yeah,
would you? Why would you want to kill the birds?
like, bruh.
um, yeah, I'm better at it now. I mean, I don't remember specifically having challenges when I was a kid, but I probably did. But even now, there are times where somebody is making a joke and will, have some hidden meaning behind what is being said, and it takes me a while to figure out what that is, because I do read a lot of things literally. I still do.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, is that a joke or you mean that literally? Like, I'm just like,
What do you, what do you mean? Well, I mean, and that's the thing. I want to say maybe it's a new generation thing, or it could be, uh, as a result from COVID. Like we're all perennially online now, aren't we? And
Hmm.
unless, let's say, we're talking like this, we'll either be on our keyboards or on our phones, and the way we talk has changed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Disappointingly, it's
for better
challenging.
or for worse.
Yep. All right. So, all right, I answered that one. Um, oh, my dad has another comment. I'll wait for it to come
Ooh,
up here.
what have you got, Frank?
My dad says, Sharad, right about maturity. We learn putting ourselves in other shoes. Some get it earlier. Example, child saint stories. Really?
Well, I mean, to be fair, like we all know that one kid who's always been like a goody little two shoes their entire lives, don't we? So
Me?
I mean,
You're talking about me? I got
were
often
you
when
a
I was
goody goody?
younger. Yeah. I often got adults calling me an old soul because I was so like mature for my age,
I
or
remember,
like was like behaving and stuff.
like yeah, like whenever people would call, like I remember, like I was never called that, but I imagine like just being a little kid and just going, "You saying I'm old, huh?"
I took
Uh,
it as a compliment. I was like, "Ooh,
yeah,
the adults
sure.
are respecting me.
I
They
think the only
value
time
me."
I think the only time I've been called old was I remember like uh, when I got back from America, and whenever I would drive mum around. But previously, I was always a very very fast driver to the point where I had to replace my car brakes very often, every few months,
Oh,
because of
wow.
how much I would stop and start. And at that point, when I came back from America, following my illness, I started driving like really really slow. And I remember my mom at one point, she leaned over, she just cupped my cheeks while I was driving. And I was like, "Mommy, what are you doing?" We're out at a red light. And she was like, "You're an old man." And I was like, "Ah!"
Just because of your difference in driving.
Yeah.
All right. The next question we have is, I only like to talk to people who share my special interests.
I want to say never true for me. It'd be
Say true,
nice, but never true.
true, true now. And when I was young, I hate talking to people that do not share my interests. I really do. I can do it, but I don't like to do it. And that's what the question is asking. I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. Yes, I do.
Fair enough.
True now and when I was young.
Mhm. Well, I mean,
I
it goes to the adage that I think opposites can attract.
mm,
And to be fair, in my experience, if I mean, it's very very pleasant, but at the same time, uh, do you think it can almost be competitive? If you meet someone with a shared interest, you guys are like, "No, I like this more than you." No, no, but I did this, and
I don't think so.
no,
Not now. Maybe I did in the past, but I don't think nowadays. I think it's more of like a shared love of the thing. Like I just appreciate other people who also love the same thing that I do. Right?
that's
You've been part of what, all of my media discussion live streams.
fair.
Have I ever seemed competitive? Maybe if I was like, "Oh, I have that on DVD. I have that on DVD."
Yes, yeah. You're like,
but
oh,
that's not me feeling competitive. It's like, ooh, like this is how much I love the thing. I have this thing.
right. Well, like, I don't know, like for example, I had a friend of mine in the U.S. who uh, we actually ended up becoming housemates. Brian O'Grady, lovely guy, salty the earth, and now works in the film and TV industry. And both of us and to be fair, today we're both obsessed with professional wrestling.
Mhm.
Loved it ever since I was a kid. Love it now, and Yeah, I remember like we would be at the beach just having a few drinks, and then like we would just start talking about it and be like, no, but remember this, but no, but remember that, and then we would just instinctively just start doing that, and then we just exhaust each other. We're like, what are we doing? Like,
But isn't it so much more fun to have a conversation with
yeah,
somebody who knows exactly what you're talking about? Like
yeah,
I can be introduced to new interests, but it usually takes somebody who shares at least one of my other interests first. Like
mhm,
because we already have a shared interest, then I kind of trust their opinion on other things and they might be able to introduce me to something new. Um whether it's a new TV show or movie or whatever that I haven't seen. Clearly, you've seen me do that. Speaking of which, I watched the Invisible Man from 2020 last night, and really appreciate yours and Mike's recommendation of that film because
right,
I thought it was very well done.
yeah, it
And
was good. It's very underrated, I think.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was, and I so it auto played like all of the special features after the movie was finished on the DVD. So I got to learn that the director was Australian and it was shot
Oh
in
wow.
Australia and like all of this stuff. So like that's awesome. Apart
Oh
from
wow. So
obviously the San Francisco skyline shots
right.
that were in the film.
Wow. So
But yeah,
you've probably seen more of the film than I have with all the BTS and everything. That's
and
awesome.
the deleted scenes. That was so many. The film is 2 hours and 4 minutes long, and they had so many. Like, can you imagine how long it would have been? If, actually, it was a good thing that they deleted all the deleted scenes that they did because there was not necessary to the story.
Right. I mean, well, that's the thing. Hopefully, when the director's cut comes out eventually, I'm sure there'll be an extra hour, be like 3 hour long film.
No, it doesn't need those deleted scenes. It really
No,
doesn't.
no,
It really doesn't. But I
no.
did appreciate like learning about the production of the film, and yeah, it was a great film. I love the way that it was modernized for today.
Yeah.
Um, all right, my dad has another comment for us here. Let me see. He says, they said that about me too, the old soul thing. We know better, though. Think how many times you got your brother in trouble using the I'm a girl excuse. Did I really? Did I really? I never felt as good as the image others saw. Did I really use the I'm a girl excuse?
Really? You pulled that out.
I do not remember that
Oh,
at
now you don't
all.
remember. Yeah. Then, remember, guy. Look, I'm the one with the memory issues. I think you know.
No, exactly. It's very possible that I did. Yeah, my dad is more likely to remember that sort of thing than me. But I'm just like, I'm 3 years older than my brother.
I
Like,
love that your
I
dad
should
called you out.
I
That's
should be more mature to do that sort of thing. I was also very influenced by my brother's interests. Like he got me into Red Dwarf.
oh,
Um,
nice. Okay.
yeah,
It's
and
cold
I think like when he
outside.
got me into it, he was like upset that he got me into it. Like he didn't want me to have the same interest as
Yeah.
him. And I'm like, but it's so weird because like I'm the older sibling. why is it so bad for your older sis to be into the same thing as you?
Mhm. To be a kid again.
Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate it. And I mean, he got into it, I think, from one of his school friends, and I babysat for them. So, I was also got to watch it at their place. All right, next question here in the questionnaire is I focus on details rather than the overall idea.
Mm, maybe true only now. I want to say maybe. What about you?
I'm going to say true now. And when I was young, I can look at the bigger picture, but not until after I notice the detail stuff first.
Hmm. Even when you were really young.
I think so. Yeah. It's like,
Mm.
oh, this person is hurting my feelings. What are the details of this?
This person's
What?
a
And,
dick.
look at how like obsessed I. Okay, so after my brother introduced me to Red Dwarf, I made a whole PowerPoint presentation on my mum's Windows 3.1 work laptop.
Nice. Nice.
Back in those days, like
Nice.
that's how obsessed I was with the details. Is I'm making all of this whole PowerPoint presentations about
Wow.
something.
What would your
So,
presentation be about?
I don't remember specifically. I just remember it like I guess talking about different things from the episodes and stuff. Yeah, I don't remember very much detail at all, but
Yeah.
just the fact that I did make a PowerPoint presentation on such an old computer.
Well, I remember when I was when I was in Hull in England, like I was in university when my housemates got me into it, and
Mhm.
I'm not joking. I think I must have gone through months where all I did was call people smegheads. That's all I did. Oh God.
Love it. I'm sure I did too.
Mhm.
It was a very, very distinct insult specifically for Red Dwarf for sure.
Yeah.
It's like how Battlestar Galactica uses the word frack instead of
Yeah. Right, yeah.
So I have a Battlestar Galactica shirt that says WTF, but it's what the frack.
Mhm.
That was from Universal Studios in Singapore. Look at all the details that I
Oh,
can give you.
very nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Next question we have here is I always notice how food feels in my mouth. This is more important to me than how it tastes.
Oh no. Oh no. Never true.
I'm gonna go probably true only when I was younger than 16, maybe a little bit older than that, because I know that was one of the reasons why I didn't like avocado. The texture in my
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
But the taste definitely overpowers the how it feels in my mouth.
Mm. Yeah, I think you and I are definitely on the same page with avocado. Like
Oh, I
something
love
that
avocado now, but when I was
oh,
younger, it was like
oh, I I never really got into it, but like one of my colleagues, he's obsessed with avocado, mainly because of the nutritional value and everything. And one
Mhm.
time he made some for me, and I was just like, "Oh, this is nice." And he's like, "Yeah, I can bring some to the office for you if you like." I'm like, I'm good, but thank you."
Yeah, I think there are still some things that have a texture that I'm just like, ugh. But as long as yeah, olives are another one. Ugh. But the taste is also ugh, with olives. I'm sure there are other ones, but like things, I'm more okay with things that are slimy now than I would have been when I was younger. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely more of a younger thing, not so much now.
Hmm.
All right. I miss my best friends or family when we are apart for a long time.
Yeah, true now and when I was young, for sure. What about you?
Uh, mm, I don't know how to answer this question. It depends. Like
On what?
how long are we talking about? How long apart are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Let's say me.
Like,
Yeah.
look, okay, I live in a completely different country from my siblings and my dad, right?
Hmm.
And I have done so for many, many years, like since 2008.
Oh wow.
Because that was when I moved to Malaysia, November 2008. And if I missed them in the sense of like I needed to stay in touch with them, I would have communicated with them more often than I do. Right? I can miss people, obviously. And there are times that like I have a lot of well, not a lot, but I have a few friends that I've met in different parts of the world or online that when it's been a long time since I've seen them, I do miss them. But like it has to be a really extended period of time, or I need to have like a significant level of intimacy with the person to truly miss them.
Do you think
So,
maybe do you think maybe you might miss places and foods more than people?
mm,
Like I'm not gonna lie, like I
yeah.
remember when I was younger, when I first moved to England, when I was 16. When I was 16, oh dude, like I missed the food, so Malaysian food so much. I was like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the good thing was I lost so much weight. Like I think that was probably the skinniest I ever was. But like I remember it was
Because you're not eating Malaysian food.
British food sucks. So
No, no, that's fair. There's they don't they colonized the world for the spices and they didn't use any of the spices in their food.
voila.
Like, that's what they're known for, right? um yeah, I mean I do miss them to some extent, but not to the extent that I think is being implied by this question.
Hmm.
Um because like when I do get to see them in person and we can catch up as if like no time had passed at all, it's like but I don't know, it's easier for me to miss people who have chosen to leave my life. I guess.
Yeah,
Um
that's normal.
because you can't like do anything about it. Whereas with people that, you know, there's not been a falling out or whatever, they're always there. You can always reach out to them
Right.
when you feel like it.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. I think it's because you have that comfort. Yeah, I can just reach out and we'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, if you'll miss the person when you know that things aren't the same anymore.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah.
that's normal.
So I think the best way for me to answer this question is in terms of what is the most common for
Mhm.
me is to say never true.
Okay.
Um, because I think part of it is like the way my body interprets the passage of time is it just doesn't. So like I don't necessarily realize how much time has passed since I've seen somebody.
Hmm.
And you know, years, you know, months or years could go by. I'm like, oh shit, it's been like 3 years since I've messaged you. Did not realize. I'm sorry. So that's the main thing. And it's like my ex-husband used to when we were together used to be like, oh, do you miss me? And in my head I'm like, not really, no. But I
Yeah.
think at the time I thought it was like a sign that I didn't like actually care about him that much, or that my life was more peaceful without him in it.
Mhm.
And so it was easy to not miss him. Um, but it's probably also an extension of autism. But I just don't think about it like that. And okay, so this is another interesting thing, semi related to this. So my Malaysian ex, I have speculated may also be autistic. And there was one time when we had reconnected, and he asked me why do girls ask you if you miss them? And so
We don't know.
clearly he was like that he doesn't miss people when they're not around either. Like that was my interpretation of why he was asking that question. But I was like, I don't think that's just a girl thing because my ex-husband would do that to me too.
I don't know. I think when men do that, we do that towards women. But I mean, we never go to our homies and go, "Bruh, you miss me? You miss me?" We'll feel it. We'll
No,
feel it.
yeah.
I don't think we'll actively ask it.
No, but so the interesting thing to me about that was like the next time we met up in person after that, there was a time that he was dropping me back to the apartment that I was staying in, and he said, "I'll miss you," and and I was like taken aback. I was like, "You'll miss me? Like you don't have to leave." Like that was going on my head, like, but also like.
Bro, I just
Wait,
saw
wait.
it.
Me too. Like, no, I mean it was touching, right? But I was also like unexpected because of the
It's a very
previous
nice thing to say.
question of like, why do girls ask you if you miss them? So my thought was he doesn't miss people when they're away. So I was really surprised to hear that he would miss me when he was going to see me again the next day. Like, it's like really. Anyway, it was fun. Okay, so anyway, I'm answering never true for that one. Sorry, it took me a while, but that's the whole point of having the questions that we discuss. My dad does have another comment for us here, or a couple of comments. Okay, he says, "You and your sister ganged up on him, my brother. It took me a while to catch on and start empathizing with him. Being a boy, I was taught to see girls as sugar and spice and all things nice." I probably gave him early trauma over that.
Oh, Dom, what have you done?
No, look, that's my dad's blaming himself for this situation. For like,
you and your sister ganged up on him.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't remember this.
Oh, now you don't remember? Yeah. Oh, I have no memory of that whatsoever.
Look, I remember being confined to my bedroom one time because my brother was getting so violent with trying to knock down doors and stuff. So, and that was when we were teenagers. So clearly, he was.
Oh gosh.
Being impacted by his hormones. Like he is not a violent person, but back then he was like, I guess the testosterone or whatever was overtaking him, and it was scary. Like I did not know what to do. I think he might have like kicked a hole in one of the doors, maybe. So scary stuff.
Did he not like? Did your dad never think about putting him in taekwondo or like something?
No, this was after my dad had moved out, and so I think there were no adults in the home at the time. I apologize. I have a nose to blow. Let it blow. Yes. Yeah, and then I think my mum came home and it was hard for her to control him as well because she's even shorter than me. She's like 4'11".
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But she could still be very commanding. But like with my brother, when he was like that, no, that was hard.
Yeah, it's quite interesting when you can't really be domineering over someone when you're like half their height. I think
yeah.
That could be a thing.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how tall my brother was, but he was probably in the realm of like 5'8" or something. Around
already
there.
Back then?
Because this is when he was like 16 maybe? Or 15.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, next comment from my dad. He says, "Missing others is a challenge as I live in my mind. So I have hurt people, not bringing them into my mind over whatever is going on." I get you. See, yeah. My dad understands as well. And that's the thing. Like I also have that, like a lot going on in my mind. So much other stuff going on. Obviously I do miss people too. I mean, this is one of the reasons I'm moving.
Guys,
but like in the way that the question implies, I feel like it was I don't miss them in that kind of implied meaning. But I mean, obviously I do because to some extent, because that's one of the reasons I'm moving back to Malaysia, right? I miss my friends there and want to spend more time with them. But I also don't need to see people all the fucking time.
Yeah. I think that that's one thing we kind of took for granted following lockdown. I
Mhm.
think like yeah, I mean we a lot of people struggled, admittedly so, but a lot of us didn't. We found a lot more about ourselves in this introspection than than we would have otherwise.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Well, I mean, I'd always been fine doing things independently. Even ever since I was, in my youth, I would go see movies on my own. Didn't need to
yeah,
have other, like a lot of neurotypical people, like, oh, I can't go to the movies on my own. I have to find someone who wants to go see it with me. I'm like, why? If you really want to see something and nobody else is interested in it, go see it.
right,
Like, what is the problem? Why do you
right,
need to find someone to see it with you?
right.
It's like, can you only enjoy something if you can talk to somebody else about it afterwards? Like, why?
And that's the thing, like during the film, obviously you're not going to be talking. Hopefully, you're
Right.
not going to be talking. So I don't know. It's a strange thing. I think maybe it's more of a shared experience. Like for example, when Mad Max Fury Road came out, I think I saw it in the cinema 4 times because it
Oh,
was
wow.
amazing. And the thing was that I really enjoyed was I took different people with me when I went each time, and we all
Yeah.
had different experiences. So I don't know. It could be that.
Yeah. Well, it's possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely an experience to see something with someone. I just don't think it's necessary to see a film with somebody. Um, I'm fine with watching films that nobody has even heard of, nobody that I know knows about, and things. So I don't necessarily have anyone to talk to about it.
I
Um,
mean, it's definitely a shared experience thing. Like when I was in the US, my housemate and we would actually hold Game of Thrones viewing parties. We had I think we had upwards of 10 people fitting into my living room
wow.
at one point, and it became this huge thing. And it was definitely that was more of a shared experience, but that was because we all were Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah,
So we were
I would love to do
speculating
that.
this.
Yeah, I would love to do that sort of thing once I move back to Malaysia, having like hosting movie nights and stuff to people
Mm.
come, like, who wants to watch this film that I have on DVD or Blu-ray, or binge watch a TV series or something that I have, because I've been picking up those as well.
Yeah,
Then you have
like
more movies.
simultaneously, yeah, like I used to have friends who would message me just going, "Hey, bro, we're having barbecue, a lot of booze, and we're gonna watch really, really bad movies. Do you want to come over?" I'm like, "I'll
Mhm.
see you there." So
Well, because back in our youth days, it
back in
was back in our youth days, TV was different. It wasn't like all this streaming stuff that you could watch whenever you
yeah,
want. It was like, these are the popular things at the time. So, you know, everyone was watching it week by week, right? The episodes,
mhm,
and then you discuss them at school the next day, and things like that.
yeah,
And that was a nice shared experience that seems to have kind of dissipated these days. There are some popular shows that stream that everyone
mm.
talks about, like,
Like when Squid
Stranger
Game came
Things.
out, yeah,
I
Stranger
still haven't seen
Things.
that.
Dude.
My son has watched Squid Game.
Okay,
He was really into that one. And yeah, but Stranger Things I've definitely got into. A lot of the Marvel TV series on Disney Plus. I watched all of those,
mhm.
and like I was part of a Facebook group to discuss the Marvel TV series on
Oh
Disney Plus.
wow,
But
that's awesome.
after the first few shows, they kind of stopped participating in there.
Mhm.
But it was cool to have that kind of shared experience again, and getting to discuss each episode every week was definitely a fun experience. So I want to do more of that. It's just a case of finding the people that also want or are missing that kind of experience.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
All right, my dad has another comment here.
Right.
Didn't get on with the next question yet. He says, like going to a restaurant on one's own, I
Right.
entertain myself.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean not enjoying being with others, just more about experiencing the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, like this could be you take yourself out on a date. isn't it? Like there've been times where I'll go to a cafe or a restaurant with just a book, enjoy myself.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I'm more likely to do that sort of thing at home because it's cheaper. But
Yeah,
movies are, if my local movie theater does $5 tickets on Tuesdays, or $6 if you want to have the chair that you can rest your feet up, lean back.
nice, nice.
So Tuesdays is my movie day. I saw 3 movies back to back this week on
No
Tuesday.
way.
Yes,
Oh
really.
wow.
So $5 each, but $6 for Nuremberg because I got the special seat for that one. Yeah, I maybe didn't need to see the third film, but the first two were excellent. So
So, which films did you watch?
I saw Sarah's Oil, which is based on a true story about an African American girl in Oklahoma who was given 160 acres of land from the government because of her ancestors being slaves, and her essentially is thinking that there was oil on her property, and then trying to get some people to help her extract it, and then they were trying to screw her over to get it, and so it was kind of the fight for her to continue to have access to the oil and then make the money from it rather than getting screwed over by white people. So very
White people.
yeah, well, it was set in 1913, so it gives you a bit of an idea of the systemic racism of the time. Yeah, so I enjoyed that film. I felt like I had experience and education watching that one. And then the other one that I really liked was, was a very good film, was Nuremberg with Rami Malek and
Okay.
Russell Crowe as Herman Goering. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
But it was very, very well done. I recommend that one. I think it's very pertinent and relevant to today. And yeah. I was telling another relation friends about it this week, and I'm like, is it going to be released in Malaysia? Because I think Schindler's List is banned in Malaysia. So I don't know.
The Malaysian filming government's stupid, dumb, dumb
Yeah,
dumbs.
yeah.
That's what they are.
There is some censorship, so I don't know if it's going to be released there. But if it is, I recommend checking it out.
Okay.
All right. Back to our questionnaire.
Ooh.
All right. We're only up to question 13 for like 50 minutes. Okay. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me.
Never true. I'll say I mean, I'm open to talking about things where I'm not that familiar with or things that maybe don't interest me. And I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll talk about something that does pique my interest or maybe blah, 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 blah. Or then I know, okay, this isn't for me. So, yeah.
So never true for you?
Yeah.
I'm going to say true now and when I was young.
Really, I mean, like hypothetically,
This is like before. I only like to. I can have conversations about other things,
mhm.
but do I like to?
Yeah.
Not really. Not
Yeah.
really.
Well, I mean, like hypothetically, when I mean, would you say that you're a politically active person in terms that you're always thinking about it?
I don't know about always, but often, sure.
Hmm. So, like, yeah, if let's say you're talking to someone now that you're in America, like speaking about politics, have you ever talked to someone and they're just like, oh, dude, like, no.
Uh, I've never cut somebody off talking about stuff. I do have a friend who, whenever he comes over, he talks a lot about political stuff, and it can get tiring, but I've never told him to stop.
Maybe that's something to keep in mind. Maybe you can just be like, bruh.
Well, he's at least acknowledged that he was only talking about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like, yeah, it can get a bit much.
It can be.
But I'm also like aware of like how much it's impacting our lives right now, especially in the United States, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes it's like people just need to get their feelings and experiences off their chest, and need to share it with as many people as possible.
Yeah, and it could be the popular thing to do. Maybe in the zeitgeist, it's like, oh, I'm either very, very, not even conservative, because I mean, it's not even, they're not conservative anymore. But like, I'm no longer this side or this side, and just like hear me roar. This is my position, and 9 times out of 10, they're like, dude, I just want to like pay for my groceries and get out of here. I don't really think care about.
Well, that's why they say don't talk about politics or religion, right? So you might upset some people, but I also feel like that social expectation is one of the reasons that we got into the mess that we've gotten into today. So we do need to talk about it to some extent. All the time? No, probably not. But don't ignore it entirely. Okay. Next question. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know.
Probably never true. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, like I'll take myself out on dates all the time, and that's gravy. But if I have a choice of bringing someone, I'll take someone.
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of like, this is kind of a weird question, because although I am quite comfortable doing that, I don't think that I would rather do that than go out with somebody, because I am more likely to go out and eat if I have somebody with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually only going out to eat if the timing coincides with, like, that's the only way that I can eat a meal while I'm attending another event, because of the timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't often go out to eat in a restaurant by myself unless I have another reason to be in the area. So yeah, I think why would that be true when you were younger than 16? If you're younger than 16, you're not going to be going to restaurants by yourself.
Not unless you're a really old soul when you're like this 13-year-old kid.
Like, I can't imagine my parents being okay, like with me going to a restaurant by myself.
Well, I mean, like when I was a kid, the only time I would ever remember being in a restaurant by myself is, let's say, if I went to a McDonald's or a KFC or something, and even then, that's more of a shared experience rather than going by yourself as a kid.
Yeah. So I'm going to be with you. I'm going to answer never true on this one, just because my preference would still be to be with somebody, even if I'm comfortable doing it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My dad has another comment for us. Says, yes, if the topic is deep enough. I shut down over small talk, weather, sport, mindless, unthoughtful politics, fashion trends.
Yeah.
See, that's how it is. All right. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. I'm going to go true only when I was younger than 16.
Same.
Because it's similar to that other question that we answered.
Empathy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine being in somebody else's shoes. I have been told that I am a clumsy or uncoordinated.
True now when I was young. Definitely.
I don't think I'm told that now, but I maybe I was when I was younger. So I'm going to go true only when I was younger than 16.
Hmm.
And I say that because I fractured my foot by um, coming off some uh, uneven gym bars doing gymnastics.
Oh no! How
Yeah.
old were you?
Uh,
This
Dad,
happened last
Dad,
year.
do you remember? No, no, I was a kid. It was in primary school.
Hmm.
Maybe 9 or 10.
Oh yeah, and you fractured your foot? Did you say?
Yeah,
How long
yeah,
were
I
you?
was
How
broke my
long were
tooth.
you in a cast for?
Uh, Maybe 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months. That must have been insane.
Well, how long do you normally have a cast on for?
No, no, no. Like, I'm just trying to think. 2 or 3 months for on your foot when you're a kid. That must have
Oh,
been.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I had to use crutches.
yeah. Like I had my arm in a sling, and I had this huge cast on my arm. But yeah, like, but that was just. But like, thankfully, that was my left arm, not my stronger right one. But
Yeah.
still, it was like, oh,
All right, my dad has another comment for us here. He says, deeper Asperger's can be very insular. I was told at a childhood birthday, I watched other kids playing with my stuff. I saw that in your youngest at his party. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My dad's talking about when my son turned, or it was just before he turned 2, but it was for his second birthday in Australia.
hmm.
Um, so well before my son was diagnosed as autistic. But you can see that's how early this stuff can happen. Yeah, he wasn't really playing with the other kids, I suppose. He was just watching.
I get you. Okay.
All right, next question. Others consider me odd or different. True
Uh,
now and when I was young.
um, I will say probably, yeah, true now when I was young. Yeah, I'll go with that.
What do people consider you being odd or different about?
I've got really, really weird obsessions and hobbies. Like for example, I'm obsessed with professional wrestling. That could be one thing. I can be very outspoken one day and very silent the next. So I can be quite temperamental, but
Mm.
no, like I've got like just weird obsessions. Yeah,
See,
don't judge me. Yeah,
those could be more autistic things. So it'll be interesting to see if your result in this one is like different, like a higher result than what you got last week for the other test.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I understand when friends need to be comforted.
True now when I was young. Yeah, definitely. What about you?
Um, Maybe true only now.
So when you were a kid, like let's say if you had a friend who was really really upset or at least withdrawn, did you want to
I
reach out?
I don't know that I ever noticed.
Really?
Like I said before, I don't remember very much of my childhood, so I don't like. It's possible that I did, but I don't remember anything like that.
What about during your teenage years?
Well, because my experiences were more like of feeling left out, so I wasn't really like paying much attention to other people,
Hmm.
or like I had more experiences where I you know, there might have been times where I thought people were upset with me and I didn't know why. And so, that kind of indicates that I don't really necessarily know how to deal with people's emotions. um, Yeah, I mean, there's probably times that even now that I don't understand, but for the most part, I'm better at it now for sure. So I'll true only now.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. I am very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. How they feel is more important to me than how they look.
Probably true now and when I was young. Um, the reason why I say that was like I have an older sister. She's 3 years older than I am, and I I remember like when um, my parents would take us clothes shopping. Um, uh, my sister was very much so like it had to be the latest fashion trends,
Hmm.
and nothing wrong with that. It's just like, but I mean, she would openly say that. And for me, I remember like I was the exact opposite, and I did not care. I remember just thinking like, will this keep me warm? Will this
Hmm.
keep me cool? Um, it was only until maybe I was in my teenage years. I went through a whole black phase. I was
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, I'm a moody guy, and I blah 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 blah. But then I went the exact opposite way when I was 16, going onwards. I was like, I need more color.
Hmm.
So yeah, so
Interesting. Okay,
yeah,
so I have some follow-up questions for you about this because I know the reason this question is a question in this test. uh, are there textures of fabric that you can't stand to wear because of how they feel on your skin?
yes, but not because of the texture per se. But I think this, well, to be fair, this is more recent.
Mhm.
Following my diagnosis of Guillain-Barré syndrome,
Mm,
my body can't regulate
right.
temperature very well, so I'm always
So it
uh,
has to be because of that reason.
right. So um, I'll usually have to wear cotton quite a few
Hmm.
times. Um, yeah, so like it's that's more of an issue, but that's for practical reasons.
Okay, and then my other follow-up question is, were you ever bothered by the tags in clothing, that have like the labels that tell you how to wash it and things like that, and like in the back of your t-shirts and stuff?
The feeling of them, or just having them there.
Either.
The feeling of them, I think I can remember, like fiddling a few times, going, "Bleh." But sometimes, I mean, having them there is great. Like I'll have like a brand new piece of clothing. I'm like, how do I wash this? And then
Yeah.
I'm very grateful that it's there.
Fair,
So
fair.
yeah.
Okay, so the feeling of tags in clothing can be very uncomfortable for autistic people. That's a common issue. So that's uh, part of the reason that they have that question. And textures of different fabrics can absolutely impact how like what is comfortable for autistic people to wear. So that's the reason this question is in here.
Hmm.
And my answer is the same as yours, with a true now. And when I was young, I'm very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. Yeah, I've also had to, like, when picking clothes for my son, like I had to return a pair of pants one time because he couldn't stand how they felt on him when he was wearing them. So he's very particular about the stuff that he can wear.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like with my illness, I had really bad paresthesia, especially on my feet. So it always feels like it's vibrating. So if I wore, let's say, shoes previously I thought were very, very comfortable, I couldn't do them anymore.
Mm.
So yeah, it's
So
interesting.
it changes.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's are other reasons for things like that to come up as well. It doesn't necessarily, like, just because you might have a sensory experience with something doesn't mean that it's a
Autism.
autism. Yeah, exactly. All right, my dad says, I don't remember you in your cast. Only your sister. She was more in gymnastics, but it happened to her by her brother. Uh, sorry, falling on her. My
Oh
brother,
no.
his brother fell on her. Yes, and she was quite young when that happened too. She was like 2 or 3 or something. That was quite
Oh
quite
gosh.
young. Yeah. I don't know why my dad doesn't remember me having my whole like lower leg and foot covered in a cast, and me being in crutches for 2 months.
Oh no.
I guess it must have been after he had moved out of the house. Um, so yeah, 9 or 10, I guess, probably around 10. I don't remember specifically, uh, but yeah, that's interesting that my dad doesn't remember that with me at all, because that is one of my more clearer memories from my childhood, especially because like I also, so I think one of the reasons that it was fractured as badly as it was because nobody believed me at how much it was hurting me. So they, well, I guess I wasn't complaining enough about the pain for people to think that it was broken. So they were just like, "Oh, just walk on it, you'll be fine." And so
Just
I
walk up,
walked on it for like a
rub some,
week before.
rub some dirt on it.
It was like a week before my parents took me to get an X-ray.
Oh dear.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
I know.
You're a tough cookie.
So yeah, and it's funny because I guess from my understanding at the time was I underreacted to that, especially compared to how much I overreacted, quote unquote, to other events in my life, because I was usually like, I mean, I've shared this before. People called me crybaby and stuff because I was very overly emotional about some things, and so if I didn't react as strongly to a broken foot or fractured foot, then they just figured, oh well, if you're not reacting as strongly as you do about other things, then surely your foot's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tricky. Like, I remember when we were kids. This always cracks me up. My sister ran. We were at school, and my sister ran into one of her bigger friends. She ran into him, and I remember like on the way back, she was like, "Oh yeah, like I ran into him and like it really hurts. My arm hurts." And I went to the nurse's office, and they said I was fine. And we went, but it still hurts. And we got back home, and I remember like both my parents are were like sorry medical professionals, both were doctors. I remember my mom was just like, "Give me your hand for a sec," and she went, "Your arm's broken." So,
Breaking your arm just by running into a
yeah.
friend. That's
And
crazy.
the funny thing was, I still remember this because it was really funny. My sister had to take a few days off school, but I remember when she went back, she was like, "Yeah, we found out that kid was missing from school too, the one she ran into. Apparently, he couldn't stop vomiting for days. So I was like, you must have just punched him really hard in the stomach when you ran into him."
Oh
So,
wow. Wow. That's wow. My son broke his clavicle.
oh
That's
gosh,
this bone
yeah.
right here. If anyone watching is not aware, uh, from tripping into the street,
Oh, poor baby.
walking home from school.
Oh no.
I know. We had no idea like what the issue was. So it was like, oh, it's probably going to be fine. So it was a little while before we got an X-ray for him too. So,
Oh no.
um, but not a week like it was for me, but it was a couple of days.
Oh, poor
I
kid.
was back in 2023. I remember like I remember talking to my Malaysian ex about it when it was happening. So I was like, just I was freaking out about things at the time. Okay,
Hmm.
my dad has another couple of things. We're just fun. Okay, so when young, I was very particular because of texture, itch, annoyance. I learned to mentally override by focus, kind of hypnosis, martial arts thinking.
Very cool. I like that.
So that's how you can deal with that thing. And my dad says too. So I think that's what he's saying. How old my sister was when she broke
Right.
her arm. All right, next question here we have. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal.
I would say true when I was younger because back then it was very much monkey see, monkey do. You want to fit in, It's only when you're older you're like, I'm going to be my own person. But back then it was definitely more so filling in. Like I distinctly remember watching film and TV and just going, I like the way that person behaves. I'm going to be that person. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably was also true of me when I was younger. Uh, too. I don't think I do so now. At least not for it makes me appear more normal reasons. I like to imitate accents and stuff sometimes. That's different. But
What
I
kind of
think probably my more adult way of speaking that got me the old soul label is probably why I would say that it would be true when I was younger than 16.
what accents would you use to copy back in the day?
Do British, American, Irish, Scottish. I guess those are the main ones
Mhm.
that I would try and do.
When I was in America, I remember I was in acting class, and I remember just we all had to do different We all had to speak in a accent that was alien to us. And
Mm,
I remember thinking, like, I can't do an American accent. I really, I mean, not intentionally. And I remember there was this girl in my class. She's really funny person, Sam, and
mm.
she from Alabama. And she told me the best thing to do to get this southern drawl was to say, "I like white rice," but with a southern accent. And then I would just be like, "I like white rice," and she was like, "There you go." I was
I have a book on accents that like tells you like how what to do with your face and stuff to make the accent come out correctly. So like I don't remember the specifics, but I remember some like you pulling your mouth back or something.
rolling,
Like,
giving up that
that's
jaw.
it's a how your jaw is sitting and things. For me, for doing an American accent, the main thing is like more strongly pronouncing my R's.
Mhm.
So since Australians don't pronounce our R's, unless we're saying
Ass,
arse,
ass,
ass,
ass.
ass.
Well, like, uh, have you seen the stand up from Joe Coy about Asians and all that?
I saw him live, but I haven't seen
Oh,
anything beyond that.
well,
And so I,
if you can, maybe after this, just if you have time, just go on YouTube and just put like Joe Coy Asians into YouTube. He starts replicating Asian, and he gets them all spot on. I'm
hmm.
just like, oh, it's great. So
I couldn't do that because I'm white. And people
fair
would be
enough.
like, "Why the fuck are you doing?"
Maybe when
Even
make sure that no cameras recording. Then yeah.
the no, the only time I've talked about this in the stream before. The only time that I have done that was when I was imitating an Indian Malaysian friend and putting on his voice because I was doing his stand-up set. So slightly different context. It comes out differently. Like he can't do his jokes without doing the Indian accent. It's not the same.
Do you remember bits of the routine that you can perform for us now?
No, no, no. I'm
No.
not.
No.
No, no, no. Look,
Today's
this was 11 years ago. Okay, Sharad. I can't remember. All right, our next question. Oh wait, did we answer this? True only when I was younger for that
Mhm.
one. Okay. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time.
I'll say never true.
Mm. True now and when I was young.
Even in, let's say, group settings that like, well, I mean, to be fair, if it's more than one person, you're going to be in a group setting anyway. But like, no, like for example, when you were here, you'd always be with other people. I remember you were saying that you were withdrawn, really, but you seemed very relaxed. Well, physically
Masking. And yeah,
masking.
I didn't. Even if I looked that way, does not mean that it was true. So one of the things that you can how an autistic person looks does not necessarily represent how they feel, because we can be more like monotonous in our appearance, because like our emotions are not really outwardly expressed a lot of the time. So that might be why I didn't look uncomfortable, even if I felt uncomfortable.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
But do you think being autistic kind of makes you not outwardly explain your feelings or declare your feelings? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Mm,
it can be hard to identify the feelings as well. And sometimes uh it can take a while to process how I'm feeling about something, like in terms of days afterwards sometimes,
oh gosh.
or possibly even years afterwards, like, oh, I must have felt like that. Yeah, I don't necessarily know how I'm feeling in the moment. And maybe that's part of the
Crazy.
reason why it's not like outwardly expressed in our body language as well.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. So true now and when I was young. I think I am better now than when I was younger, like in my 20s, but I absolutely still prefer to be talking one on one rather than group settings or to multiple people.
Hmm.
Okay, next question. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me.
Probably when I was young, um, younger than. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to say younger than 16. I want to say maybe when I was in like 18, 19. That
Mm.
I remember that being a thing. Uh, because I was and am a very, very weird, strange person. And yeah, like I distinctly remember being at a girl's house, like in the hall, and just being like, "Be normal, be normal, be normal, be normal." So yeah, I can understand that.
um, yeah, I don't say that I am like that now, because I have been working more towards being my authentic self and wanting to be liked for my authentic self.
Hmm.
Uh, I would say that it was true beyond me being 16, but I don't want to say true now. So I'm gonna say true only when I was younger than 16, because I that's around the time that I stopped caring as much,
Hmm.
I think. Yeah, my main thing that I remember about trying to fit in and acting normal was like trying to understand what the popular music of the day was to try and fit in with what other people were doing. And like also, okay, so Friends was really popular when I was in high school. And I remember coming out to the US with my family, not including my dad, when I was 14. So I was in high school then, yeah, 10th grade. And we were here for the very beginning of that season of Friends. And so I taped the first two episodes on VHS and I took it back to Australia thinking, I'm going to show off and I can give them an early preview of the next season of Friends. Um, I don't think I ever actually showed it to anyone, but I like that was like a big thing for me in the day because um, I don't know. I wanted to show off for that because in Australia, this is back in the day, in Australia, we got the shows like 6 months later than the US. So it
Wow.
wasn't like simultaneous releases
Yeah,
what
of course.
things
Yeah,
seem to be now, right? Because the internet wasn't so big of a thing back then.
wasn't a thing. Wasn't a thing.
Yeah. All right. My dad has another couple of comments for us here, I believe. So he says, I used to do cartoon character voices when little. I did them for you kids, The Count and Cookie Monster. One of my cousins used to do ventriloquism.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I do remember my dad doing that. But the voice I remember the most from my dad was not Count and Cookie Monster, but Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
pretty
like he
cool.
like do that. He'd do that voice with Donald Duck. He would speak with that whole.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was very cool. I can't do it, but yeah, that was fun. My dad also says trying to explain feelings is complicated because it's not believed. Body language is not consistent with words. Lots of frustration finding the right words.
Right.
See, my dad gets it.
I think because body language, it's so natural and it's very, very hard to fake. Obviously, words we have to process, mind, mouth, and everything. So yeah.
Yeah. But even like autistic body language and facial expressions is different from neurotypicals. Like I will smile at things that people would be like, you shouldn't be smiling in that. It's like, it's not, this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm happy. Sometimes it means I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, did you hear that the Queen died? Yeah.
I'll laugh at things that is inappropriate to laugh at. It's like, how else am I supposed to react to this? This is surprising news, and sometimes that lets out a uncomfortable reaction.
Oh, did you hear Jerry has cancer? Yeah. Ugh.
Wait until you hear my Alzheimer's joke that I haven't written yet, but I know what I want to say.
Ooh, okay. We all love a good Alzheimer's joke.
Yeah. But I've been sharing it with a few local friends here, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's good. You need to." I've never heard anyone joking about Alzheimer's in that way. I'm like, okay, we'll see how things go. I'll do it in stand up at some point. It's terrible. Okay. Next question is meeting new people is usually easy for me.
Yeah, I'll say true now and when I was young.
Never true. Never, ever true.
Never, ever.
It's only true if the person has a lot in common with me. And I can learn that right off the bat. That's the only time it is easy for me. All right, my dad has another comment for us here. He says, quick. Donald Duck was my dad's voice, as he always easier to understand than me.
I could never do Donald Duck. I was like,
that's right. That's how it is.
I could never do it.
Okay. Wow, I really slow at these questions.
It's okay. You don't have to finish it today.
No, we should try. We can speed through some of them if it gets too much. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I am talking about something I am very interested in. Highly confused.
Probably never true.
I don't know if highly confused is right, but I do have a reaction. Mm-hmm. I'll say true now and when I was young, but maybe it might take a while for my brain to process, like, why did you interrupt me? And what, now we have to talk about something else.
And now we need to reset.
Yeah. It is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking.
Probably never true, I'd say for me. I'm usually a pretty good reader of people unless I'm intentionally being a dick.
I'm going to say true now and when I was young. It depends on how close I am to the person. If I know them pretty well, then it's easier for me to understand how they're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily be able to tell from facial expressions. If I can tell, it might be more likely because of osmosis. Mm-hmm. Like their body is expressing their, not in body language, but like the emotion is how do I describe? Uh, like it's like in an energy kind of way. My body takes in the emotions through energy transfer. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah. It makes sense.
Okay. Um, it is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling. Oh, that's what we're answering. So now and when I was young.
Mhm.
I like having a conversation with several people, for instance, around a dinner table, at school, or at work.
Yeah, I'll say true now and when I was young.
I say never true. I can, but it's hard for me to do,
Hmm.
because if there's a lot of people around, then there's usually multiple conversations, and I get distracted. And like, which conversation am I supposed to be paying attention to?
Yeah, I can understand that.
I take things too literally. I just was talking about that earlier. So I often miss what people are trying to say.
Um, Probably true when I was younger than 16, maybe.
Mm, okay. I say true now and when I was young because it still happens, even if it's not necessarily as much as it used to be.
Hmm.
It is very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous.
Mm, probably never true, I'll say.
I'm going to say true only when I was younger than 16. I can definitely pick up on it a lot more now.
Hmm.
Especially jealous. I can tell, like, how you're just jealous of me. People get jealous of me a lot, and it's like, stop, don't. If you have a problem, like, go and fix up your life. Like, don't be jealous of me. Just change your life.
Yeah.
Jeez, do something about it. Okay. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin.
Probably never true.
You want to know what mine are? I'm answering true now and when I was young.
Yeah, I'll have guessed that since we were talking about the tags earlier,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
You want to know what my unusual, what my things, my textures that feel weird to me that other people think are fine?
Silk.
No, no, that's fine.
Tell me.
Raw meat, especially raw chicken. Um, uh, orange peels. Like I don't like
Okay.
peeling things. Um, uh, the prefer not to touch
Touch what?
prawns, whether they're shelled or deshelled.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's understandable.
um, yeah, squishy things. Not plated, that's fine, but like more slimy things.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, but the raw meat, especially raw chicken, is a big one for me. Like I never realized what my reason for not liking touching that stuff was until I read about autistic sensory texture stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's why I don't like touching that stuff. All right, my dad has another comment.
What have we got, Frank?
Sharad, explore putting the sound together with mouth shape tongue placement to make vowel and consonant noises for Donald.
Suffering, suck. I can't do it. I really can't. I think at some point, Frank, when yeah, it's not going to
Suffering
work.
succotash is a Daffy Duck.
Ooh, yeah. Oh god. There you go.
But he also sounds a little bit like the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
That's
they're both ducks, so there you go.
I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed.
I'll say true now and when I was young.
Same.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
there's a reason. Yeah, I don't think autism comes into it. It's just, it's it's what makes us happy. And when that changes, we become unhappy.
Like, what? You have to take a detour here? What? What?
What you
I think
mean that
sometimes it's
the
okay.
drink I always have is being made by someone else? Like,
It depends. Like there are times where I can be okay with it. Like I remember, so I was a tour guide pre-pandemic, and there was a sometimes the traffic gets diverted and you have to go a different way, which
sure.
means you have to adjust for that
Mhm.
and give an improvised tour to deal with the changes, right?
Right.
Some of them were more common than others. There was one time I was doing a night tour, and the road that we normally drove down to get to Treasure Island was blocked off because they were filming the most recent Matrix film.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, so we didn't realize that that was happening until we got down there. And I had to do this whole detour around, and I was fine with it because the detour that we took was a way that we would kind of sometimes take the day tour, so and it allowed me to introduce some other things that or our old day tour because we no longer took that route anymore, which meant I got to reuse past material that I no longer got to share.
Right.
So that was cool.
Now recycling is king.
Yeah,
So,
so there are times I can be fine with it, but other times I'm just like, what, why are you making me change?
por qué?
Exactly. I have never wanted or needed to have what other people call an intimate relationship. What the fuck? No, I mean I understand. It's like, but this is more of an asexual question.
Never true for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say never true as well. Well,
Well,
maybe when I was younger than. No, I still wanted to have something, even if it wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna say never true.
hmm
Even if it wasn't all the time, there were definitely times when I was younger that I did. All right, my dad has a comment about the food stuff. He says,
we like food, don't we? Yes, we
preparing foods of some sorts puts me off lots of foods when young.
Huh.
Learn to deal with some fruit and veg mostly. Yep. Like I said, orange peels. I like peeling uh,
I
with my
don't
hands.
like it.
Like
I
peeling stuff with.
don't.
Exactly.
Don't
You know, don't like it. I don't.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Okay. It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I am finished.
Yeah. Probably when I was younger than 16, that used to really bother me. Like, really bother me.
I'm going to say true now. And when I was young, I mean, I might not have as much to say now, but I still want to be able to finish what I have to say before somebody
Right.
cuts me off.
Yeah. Have you ever, let's say, intentionally or otherwise cutting people off and it's affected them?
I don't think
Sure,
so.
I'm sure maybe once or twice for me.
It's really hard for me to interrupt people. I wait until they're completely done before I
Mm.
feel like there's room for me. And that's one of the reasons why group conversations is so hard for me, because I'm like,
Ah,
where is there room for me to talk? Because
right.
everyone's always talking. Is it my turn yet? I don't know. I'll just keep listening then, I guess.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I speak with a normal rhythm. Do you think I do?
I think so. I think so. I'll probably go true only now. When I was younger, I remember like people said that I would speak very, very quickly, and I think maybe it kind of it links back to what you were saying. Is when you're a kid, there's always seems to be like a competition to speak,
Mm,
either with your peers or with adults. And I remember like it's the same philosophy I have towards eating.
mm.
Like if you don't eat quickly, you don't get to eat at all.
Wow.
So because yeah, like especially in my household, this is when I was younger, when my mom was around. My mom had this thing that would irritate the hell out of me. Even though if she made my food, she'd call it her food tax.
Mm.
Even before I would get to eat it, she'd have one for her. I'm like, Mom, like you've literally made a whole pot. Take something from the pot and eat that. She's like, Oh no,
Yeah.
but just one. And then next thing I know, half my plate's gone. I'm just like,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. What's the
yeah.
point in serving all that to you if she's just going to eat half of it?
I hated that so much. Oh my goodness. Ugh.
I wonder how my dad would answer this about me when I was younger. I think I probably didn't speak with a normal rhythm when I was younger.
Hmm.
It's like that whole "I've got an owie" thing that is. And then there was another video. I think we did a video for my grandma. I was like, "Grandma, grandma, grandma, grandma." Was that me or was that one of my siblings? I don't remember.
Oh, I bet she loved that. I used to do this thing with my mom that irritated her. And mind you, this wasn't a childhood thing. This is something I would do in my 30s. I would just like lean up against her and just go, Mama, Mama, Mommy, Mommy, ah, ah, Mommy.
That's
And
how
she'd be
to
like, Why?
that's how to get their attention. All right, so I speak with a normal rhythm. I'm going to say true only now.
Hmm.
Is that what you answered as well?
I think I've always spoken with the
Oh,
same
okay.
rhythm. Yeah.
Okay. All right, my dad has another comment. He says, "Me too on not breaking in on conversations." So
Yeah.
that's where I get it from, probably. But also the autism. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull.
I'll say never true. Um, like, I love the color red. I always have. And that's my favorite color. I'm sure you probably noticed. And like, yeah, like it's when you know what you like, you know what you like.
Mm.
So,
I'm thinking in sound wise, there are times that I can hear electricity in the wires, and then other times where I don't. Um, so that's going from sensitive to dull.
hmm.
Uh, Texture, like avocados, probably. I used to be sensitive to the texture of avocado, and now it's fine. So I don't remember about this stuff when I was younger, but if it's true now, then it was probably true when I was younger.
Hmm.
So I'm going to say true now when I was not. It's not the case for everything under that stuff, but definitely some. Yeah.
Okay.
Like neon colors. Sometimes I'm sensitive to it and sometimes I'm not.
I don't like the neon. I kind of find them like just like really, really eye catching, but there can be times where I'm just like, bruh.
Oh, lime green is one of those colors where sometimes I'm just like, get away from me. And other times it was fine. Orange, I think, also maybe.
This one's interesting. Like, are there any certain words that put you off?
Uh,
Like,
you,
for example, like I remember when I was in university, someone said the word musk, musk,
mm,
and that just because you can just get that, ugh, like like certain words that just make you feel icky.
probably. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now.
Hmm.
Um, Smells more so than words.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to the smell of vomit or poop.
Yeah.
Ugh, ugh.
Lovely. Lovely.
Okay, the phrase "I've got you under my skin" makes me uncomfortable.
Never true. I'll say.
I can feel that.
Yeah.
It feels like because I can imagine something under my skin when I read that phrase.
Under my skin.
I don't know how it would have affected me when I was younger than 16, but I'm going to say true now and when I was young.
Okay.
We're not even halfway through. Okay. I'm trying to speed through some of these.
Yeah.
Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears.
I'd say true now and when I was young. I think like certain sounds, like especially the high pitched ones. I mean, I remember I distinctly remember like pulling back and like covering my ears. So yeah, I mean that's understandable.
Yeah, I'm true now. And when I was young, this is one of the reasons why I thought my mum was autistic, was because she would get so upset with us anytime that we whistled.
Really?
Because it would just hurt her ears.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless her.
Yeah.
This is weird, but I don't know. I mean, this is probably just an Asian thing. I don't know. I used to whistle a lot at night. And I remember my parents would get really angry with me. I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, don't you know what happens when you whistle at night? I'm like, no. They'll be like, oh, you're going to call snakes to the house. And I'm like, when was that a thing? When is that
Wow.
a thing? When is that? I'm like, the entire time we've been here, we have not seen a single snake, and I've been whistling my ass off. And they're like, you don't know. But I think maybe it could be a countryside thing where if you're out and about and you whistle, apparently snakes will show up. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know about that. All right. I am an understanding type of person.
Never true. I am a petty bitch.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I'm going to say true only now. I don't think I was when I was younger, but now absolutely. I'm way more understanding and forgiving than the average person. Like, to my detriment sometimes. Yeah.
I'm the exact opposite. It's like, I think because the older I become and now that I'm recovering from this illness, I just have less fucks to give, pretty much, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We only have finite time in this earth.
Sure. You can have understanding for people without necessarily forgiving them, though. Yeah. All right. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. Fuck you.
Never true.
Never true for me either.
That's what the movies are for.
Exactly. That is how I feel feelings, by watching other people experience them.
Do you like feel feelings? Like, yeah, every day, bro. Yeah.
I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me.
Probably. I don't know. This one's tricky. Because when you're a kid, you don't obviously pick things up. And I'm sure you've heard that men in general were quite dumb. So. I don't know. I mean, I've been told that someone's flirting with me, and I'm like, no, they weren't. They're like, yeah. I'm like, So I don't know. What about you?
True now, and when I was young, I cannot tell. There are times that I can pick up on it now, but I do still struggle sometimes. It just depends on how well I'm able to. When I can pick up on it now, it's because of patterns that I've noticed from past experiences. It's not because I'm good at recognizing flirting overall. It's just if the situation reminds me of a past experience.
What about, let's say, on if the shoe is on the other foot? Have you ever flirted with someone and they completely...
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they have no clue.
So what would you say would be your advice to people if, let's say, they're flirting with someone and the person doesn't get it? What would you recommend?
Tell them outright that you're interested.
Please.
Just be straight with them.
We're not psychics, people.
No. It's like, hey, just in case you couldn't pick up on this, I'm into you. just so you know. Yeah. Just outright tell the person.
Please.
There is an ad at the bottom of my screen. I don't know if you're getting the same one, but it's an ad for a narcissist test. Are you secretly a narcissist? Take a test.
I think the world's trying to tell you something there, Dominica.
No.
No, no.
Maybe we can try that another time. All right. I can see in my mind in exact detail things that I am interested in.
Yeah, true now when I was young.
I'm going to say never true. I don't, it's not something that.
You know, as Popeye would say,
I
am what I
it's
am.
only when I'm dreaming can I make pictures in my mind.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. But no, well, because that's what dreams are.
Yeah, but I can imagine things, so when I'm awake.
Okay. I keep lists of things that interest me, even when they have no practical use. For example, sports statistics, train schedules, calendar dates, historical facts, and dates. What do you mean there is no practical use for those things, especially train schedules and calendar dates?
Unless they're for schedules, you're like for trains, you're not planning on ever getting on, then.
Okay, maybe. I'm gonna say true now and when I was young for this. Like my whole PowerPoint presentation about Red Dwarf was basically that. I have a list on my blog of all the like highest rated or most popular films that I've seen and the ones that I still need to see. I have a list of all the countries that I've been to and the ones that I still want to go to. Same with US states. So that's lists of things. For sure.
Fair enough.
So yes, true now and when I was young. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down.
Probably never true.
I'm going to say true now and when I was young. Yeah, it can be hard being overwhelmed by senses, especially like sound sensory overload is a big one. Yeah. And some lights as well. Like it's too much.
Yeah, the neon lights things can be for me.
All right, I've been missing a couple of my dad's comments here, so I'll bring them up. He says the inner actress trying out roles. I don't remember what that was in response to. And then he also says light sensitivity is a factor, color and light intensity a factor in learning to read. Colored glasses and papers can be helpful. My sister has colored glasses for that reason.
Oh wow, okay.
She's got a form of dyslexia, I think. All right. I like to talk things over with my friends.
Yeah. True now when I was young.
Did I when I was young? I don't. Probably I did. I don't have a lot of close friends, but I would say probably. This is not very specific though. What kinds of things? But I'm going to say true now when I was young. All right. My dad says, your mother was a list person. Great. Thanks for giving me another reason to think she was autistic too. I thought my mum was autistic before I thought my dad was. I just thought about my dad being autistic after he started going through his own process of self-identification. Okay. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I am saying.
Probably when I was younger than 16. Yeah.
I'm gonna say true now. When I was young, there are probably times where I can, but other times I'm not necessarily. Because if I'm not like, okay, because eye contact is not a good, easy thing for me. I'm not necessarily looking at the person's face to be able to tell if they are
Mhm.
looking bored, and so in those situations, how am I going to know if somebody is bored with what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
But I'm not looking at their face.
Hmm.
Okay. It can be very hard to read someone's face.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Hand and body movements when they are talking.
Probably never true for me.
Given what I just said,
Yeah.
true now and when I was young.
Hmm.
I think it probably is, again, probably I've gotten a bit better at it now, but you know, it still can be a challenge. The same thing, like clothes or temperatures, can feel very different to me at different times.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. True now when I was young.
Mm, yeah, probably also.
Hmm.
Mm. Uh, Now, the temperature wise, more so probably because of perimenopause than anything else.
Hmm.
I feel very comfortable dating or being in social situations with others. Never true.
Really?
Well, you didn't know. What's your answer? Do
Yeah, true now when I was young.
you feel very comfortable with those things? Okay. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems.
Yeah, true now when I was young.
True now for sure. When I was younger, hmm. Dad, what do you think? Was I trying to be helpful? You know what? Yes, I was a big listener when my dad told me all of his problems. So true now and when I was younger. It's how I became a big listener to people's problems, I suppose. Listening to my dad's sharing stuff that he shouldn't have. I have been told that I have an unusual voice, for example, flat, monotone, childish, or high pitched.
I'll say never true.
Do you think I have an unusual voice?
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to say when I was younger than 16, then
Hmm.
probably I did. My I've got an owie saying was definitely high pitched. Okay. Sometimes a thought or a subject gets stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it even if no one is interested. True now and when I was young. That's my answer.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I do that way more often than I should. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping, twirling sticks or strings, waving things by my eyes. I do the twisting my finger around my hair.
Hmm.
So this is a stimming thing. I don't do flapping stuff, but I'm gonna say true now. When I was young,
I'm gonna say true when I was younger.
I have never been considered. Sorry, I've never been interested in what most of the people I know consider interesting.
Probably never true. I mean, I'm usually quite. I can understand.
I have sought out people who are interested in the things that I find interesting because otherwise most people don't. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say true now when I was young, for sure.
Cool.
Oh yeah. So it was opposite. It was like, I've never been interested. Yeah. Yeah. They're interested in things that I don't find interesting. I am considered a compassionate type of person.
Yeah, I'll say true now. When I was young.
Was I when I was younger? I don't remember younger. I'm just going to go true only now.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean I wasn't compassionate when I was younger. I just don't remember it.
Fair enough.
I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal.
Mm, probably never true for me.
Uh, maybe when I was younger. Let's see, true when I was younger. It is very difficult for me to work and function in groups.
Never true.
I think probably true now, and when I was young, I can. It depends on the situation. Well, I guess it's easier now.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to say true only when I was younger than 16. Group projects in school. When I am talking to someone, it is hard to change the subject. If the other person does so, I can get very upset and confused. I'm going to say true now and when I was young.
Mm, probably never true for me.
Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises like vacuum cleaners or people talking too much or too loudly.
This one's tricky because I occasionally have to do that, and the reason why I say that was pre-COVID. There was I worked in an engineering company, and there was a woman there who shall not be named, and she had the most loudest, annoying voice. And I remember whenever she and things like she had to answer the phone calls that came in.
Oh,
Oh God! So she was always talking, and I remember whenever she talked, like I didn't realize that I was having a physical reaction.
mm.
People around me would start laughing, and I'd be like what? They're like, dude, you're like jumping and doing that. I'm like, I can't help it. It's just So, but that's the only instance I can think of.
Well, I think that counts as a sometimes.
Fair enough. Fair
So, but
enough.
if you don't remember when you were younger, then you would say true only now, I suppose. I'm going to say true now. And when I was young, sounds that I have to block out with my hands over my ears include the train, um, loud traffic with cars and motorcycles. Um, uh, Sometimes the vacuum cleaner. I do have like earmuffs that I wear sometimes, or if things are too burdensome. So yes, true now and when I was young.
Nice.
Ooh, we're getting closer at item 58 of 80. So
There we go. There we go.
we'll be able to get through them. We're spinning through these ones a little bit now. I can chat and make small talk with people.
Yep.
Never true. I mean, I could, but like, I don't like
Just
to.
choose not to.
Don't like to. Um, it does not interest me. It's like, tell me something that actually matters. Um, Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. For instance, when I hurt myself or burning my hand on the stove, or fracture my foot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
um, yeah, there's probably other times that is still true now. True now, and when I was young, it doesn't mean that I don't feel pain, but there
Mm.
is times that that I don't feel it when I probably should.
You're like a superhero.
If only, if only. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it is my turn to talk or listen. Did we already have this question?
Yeah.
True now and when I was young.
Probably when I was younger than 16,
Hmm.
maybe.
I am considered a loner by those who know me best. Do the people who know me best see me that way? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll say never true. As much as I think I'm a loner now, but no.
I'm, exactly. Like I see myself that way, but I don't think that the people who know me best would see me that way.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say only when I was younger than 16.
Gotcha.
I usually speak in a normal tone.
Yeah, I'll say so. True now when I was young.
I said I spoke softly, right? So I'm gonna go Neville true.
Hmm.
Because soft tone is not a normal tone. I like things to be exactly the same day after day, and even small changes in my routines upset me.
Well, this one's tricky because sometimes I do like that, but other times I crave differences. So I wouldn't know how to really answer this.
I think I'm going to go with true only when I was younger than 16. I agree. I have times where
Yeah,
routines matter a lot to me, but other times, like my life is not the same day after day right now.
yeah.
I have
Right.
small routines that I might keep within my day or week. Like I shared last week with this particular way that I brush my teeth or the particular way that I load the dishwasher and things. But I think routines mattered a lot more to me when I was younger.
Hmm.
All right, my dad has another comment for us. He says, sounds have been problematic at times, can adjust through focus now, but can still crop up in chaotic crowd noise.
Yeah, I can understand that.
The worst ones for me is unexpected. Like when, for example, you don't know maybe that a motorcycle is pulled up next to you, like while you're walking, and then suddenly it's like it makes a like really loud noise. It's like you get startled,
Yeah.
right? That's it.
Never really notice things until they're right next to you. Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, unexpected loud noises are catastrophic. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me.
Never true.
It's definitely true when I was younger than 16. And sometimes it is still true. So I'm going to go true now and when I was young. Even if I have friends now, does not mean it was easy for me to make those friends. It calms me to spin around or to rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I feel like I'm rocking right now.
Yeah.
If you notice.
I'm not thinking back and forth, but yeah.
Like, so I'm going to say, not that I was stressed now, but I would say true now and when I was young. The phrase, he wears his heart on his sleeve, does not make sense to me.
Probably never true. I can understand
Yeah,
that.
I think as soon as it was explained to me when I was younger, it makes sense to me.
Hmm.
Like when you know what it means, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you're taking it only literally, why is he wearing his heart on his sleeve? No, but
That's
I
an
know.
odd place to put it, but okay.
Yeah, you're right. But I know what it means.
Yeah.
This is back to what I said about the idioms. It's like sometimes it don't make sense. If I am in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises, or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened.
Never true. I think that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say true now. And when I was young, it's just overwhelming. Anxious, it would make me feel not frightened, but anxious.
I get you.
Like this is one of the reasons I don't go to nightclubs. That's a nightmare for those things.
Mhm.
Overwhelming sounds and lights. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else.
Uh,
Sometimes I don't. This is not an either or for me,
yeah,
but because there are times that I cannot read between the lines, I'm going to go with never true.
I'm gonna say true only now because I distinctly remember uh, a lot of teachers in schools telling me that I was very, very naive.
Uh,
So yeah,
I'm better at picking up on the reading between the lines now, but I wouldn't say it's an always kind of thing.
Mhm.
I like to be by myself as much as I can.
Probably true only now. I'll say.
I think true only now for me as well. I don't remember like preferring to be on my own back then. I remember like back when I was younger, I was like lonely for not having very many friends. It didn't mean that I preferred to be that. It's more I got used to it. So
Yeah.
true only now. I keep my thoughts stacked in my memory like they are on filing cards, and I pick out the ones I need by looking through the stack and finding the right one or another unique way.
Never true for me because
You would
everything's a
do
mess
that?
up in there. Yeah, never, never.
Yeah, I don't. That's not how my memory works either. Never true either. I don't remember doing anything
I
like
am
that when
not
I
a
was a kid.
genius, so
I have a good memory for a lot of things, but I was it's not stored in like a filing cabinet on pieces of paper that I sort through. That sounds strange to me. All right, my dad has another comment here.
ooh,
He says routines are often hidden in ticks. I click my nails, which bothered my mum. These are related to popping bubble wrap type toys and things not sold to calm children, like spinners and yo-yos.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Did I read this comment from my dad? I don't remember. The
Which one?
sound one
Yeah.
sounds okay. Sometimes my memory is not good. All right, we're up to item 71 of 80, so we're 88% down now. Woo! Getting 10 questions left. The same sound sometimes seems very loud or very soft, even though I know it has not changed. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I'll agree. True now when I was young. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Same.
Hmm.
It's weird how sometimes like my like the air pressure or something changes and so it sounds differently. There's
That's
nothing.
interesting. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's a weird thing that happens to me sometimes. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends.
Yeah, true now when I was young.
Yeah, I do that. I do enjoy that. I can't tolerate things I dislike, like smells, textures, sounds, or colors.
I mean, this one's tricky because there's some smells that just go, all right, game over, done.
Yeah.
Yes, but otherwise I'm fine. So
Are
maybe
are any of the smells that you can't tolerate like uh smells that aren't like regular nasty smells?
I mean they just. I mean, like there's nothing that I would say are out of the ordinary. Like for example, like I love the smell of gasoline. I think that's an amazing thing. I hate like yeah like other smells. I'm just like nope, done. Yep. So
Yeah, but I'm talking about like other like perfume smells that you're just
no,
like, oh, I can't. And
no.
or is it more like nasty stuff like vomit and crap?
Yeah. Well, trust me. I remember there's some certain smells. Um, I want to say it's Indonesian or Thai. I think maybe it's Thai. There's a certain flower called the frangipani flower. I don't know whether
Oh
you've
yeah,
heard
I
of
know
it.
that. Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
plant flower.
And the first time I distinctly remember the first time I smelt it, I was like, "Bull!" I don't like it. They're like, oh, if you hear that, it means there might be a vampire around. And I'm like, well, she stinks. So
Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and we're answering true now and when I was young for that one.
yeah, I'll say because it's the smells thing. I'll say true now.
I don't like to be hugged or held.
Well, that's not true. I love it.
Yeah, I'm going to say never true for me as well. I've enjoyed hugs. There are people that will make me feel uncomfortable, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that overall, I'm fine with it.
Hmm.
Unless the person themselves is someone that I don't want to hug. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route or I can get very confused and upset.
True now. When I was young.
I'm going to go true when I was younger than 16. But I will say I have an amazing sense of direction. So
Oh,
I can like make adjustments if necessary. I might
cool.
have a preferred route, but if I will not get upset if I change things around.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me.
I'll say never true. I think that people might have unrealistic expectations, but I'm aware of what they are.
Whereas I'm like, yeah, people might have unrealistic expectations, and I'm not aware of what they are
Mm.
unless they tell me.
Yeah,
So,
we're not mind
so
readers.
true now, and when I was young, difficult. I like to have close friends.
Yeah, true now. When I was young, close
Same.
friends make the world go around.
That's right. Same here.
Hmm.
People tell me that I give too much detail.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is your yeah because you know how true that is of me? Or are
End of
you
me,
yeah because of you as well?
end of me. Both of us, I'd say. Yeah,
I'm just like, I'm thinking in particular about how long my memoir is, being 235,000 words,
mm,
because of how much detail it has. So,
yeah.
yes. This is the biggest reaction I've had to any of these questions. All right, true now when I was young. Okay. I am often told that I ask embarrassing questions.
I mean, this one's different. If you know the questions are like that, then yeah. Otherwise, if I'm just going, that's embarrassing. I'm like, no, it's not. Doesn't really happen. So I'll say never true.
I'm going to go true only when I was younger than 16. It probably happened in my 20s as well, but I have gotten better at not asking things because I don't know if it might be embarrassing to some other people. So when I was younger. Um, okay. My dad says frangipanis, I think, are highly poisonous, so can be useful. Same for vomit and pooey nappies.
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. My dad also says, me too about detail. Look how much I share here. Yep. Yep. I had to specifically ask my dad not to share certain things because of his oversharing. Things that I didn't want to know. Okay. Oh my God. We're on the last question. Sharad, we're on the last question. I didn't even realize that it's
Woo.
sped through the previous 9. Okay. I tend to point out other people's mistakes.
What are you gonna put down?
I will say true now. When I was young, I do not always do it if I recognize that it would be impolite for me to do so. But that does not mean that I hold back all the time.
Yeah. I used to do that a lot when I was younger, but I tend to
So zip your lips.
Yeah.
All right. You
Yeah.
ready for the result?
Don't say anything at all. Yes, let's check the results.
Okay. Show the results. Whew. Okay. So we have 4 areas that we were tested on, which were social relatedness, language, sensory motor, and circumscribed interests. The score ranking, it says the higher the score, the more autistic traits you have. 65 is the minimum score at which autism is considered. This is the overall score. 90 is a stronger indications of autism, although non-autistics may score as high. 130 is the mean score of autistic people. Strong evidence for autism. And 160 is very strong evidence for autism. But also remember, the online test is not a means for making a diagnosis. All right, so let's... it comes down into the different sections first. So the social relatedness, 0 to 30 is not autistic, and 31 to 117 is more autistic. What was your score for social relatedness?
I have 20.
So you're in the normal, non-autistic range.
Normal. Yeah.
Neurotypical then. I got 68. So I'm well within the range.
That's a lot.
For language, 0 to 3 is the neurotypical standard. And 4 to 21 is within the autism range. What was your score?
5.
5. Ooh, slightly above within the autistic range. I got 16.
Oh, okay, very high.
16 out of 21. So, right, sensory motor. 0 to 15 is the neurotypical range. 16 to 60 is within the autism range. What was your score?
26.
Ooh, that was one of your higher ones within the autism range. I got 49.
Okay. Fair enough.
You're seeing how autistic I am?
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Circumscribed interests.
I don't mind. Every time I read that, I just think circumcised.
I know. Like, that's an interesting word to use there. 0 to 14 is within the neurotypical range, and 15 to 42 is more within the autism range. What was your score for that one?
22.
22. Yeah, I thought that one would probably be a little bit higher for you as well. I got 32. So I scored higher on everything.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
not surprising considering I am actually legitimately autistic.
Yeah, you've been diagnosed as such.
Well, my diagnosis is like, if I'd been diagnosed under the DSM-4, it would be Asperger's.
Okay.
So given that this one is specifically more for the Asperger's range of autism, then it makes sense. Okay, so the total score, as we said, 0 to 64 is the neurotypical range. 65 is the minimum score for autism. 90 is stronger indications of autism. 130 is the mean score of autistic people, and 160 is the very strong evidence for autism. What was your overall score?
My overall score was 73.
73. So you're in the
slightly above
over the minimum score, but lower than the stronger indications of autism. So less likely. What range do you think I got in before I give you my score?
I want to say maybe above the 130 range.
Yes, because I also got above the 160 range.
Really?
I did. Yeah, I got 165.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I don't think I was ever this high when I've taken this test before, but maybe it's because I know a lot more about myself now.
She's so high, high about me. She's so lovely.
So, I mean, as it says, don't take this as a diagnosis, but given that we know that I am autistic, it's not a surprise to me to get a score of 165 in the highest range that you can get. Still, I'm not all the up the other end to 240 is the highest score that you can get. So I'm only just slightly above the highest range.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, not bad.
Good job.
Do you feel like you learned a lot about autism?
I did. Yeah. I mean, like, it just goes to show that I think there's so much that most people don't take into consideration. And like we mentioned previously, I think autism has been romanticized to the point where you're either non-functional or you're the I hate this term, but the idiot savant, the one where you're so like you're like the Sherlock Holmes or the Rain Man kind of thing. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, we need more average autistic representation in the media. Absolutely, give us some average, non-smart, but also not idiots, autistic people.
Give us some regular peeps, please. Yeah, s'il vous plaît.
All right. Well, we still once we started speeding through them more, we managed to finish this with a decent amount of time. I'm glad we did this with no other tests. Like, there's no way that we would have been able to do this after the last two last week. So it was too long.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a fun one. Next week is our 1 year anniversary show. Yeah, so I did look it up. It was next Thursday is the 20th of November, and the 20th of November last year was the first episode of this. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, so we'll do an anniversary show next week. That'll be fun. I don't know if it'll be a specific topic. Maybe we'll do another personality quiz and some questions. Might have a mix of things. We'll see. Because I still had like 2 other personality or psychology tests that we pulled up from before, so I might be interested in doing one of those, and maybe we'll do some other questions as well to make them connected in some way. Yeah.
Cool.
Whew. Wow. So that's fun. And so next week's episode 51. So like we only missed 2 weeks.
That's
we only missed 2 weeks. And those weeks we did media discussion. So there's not been a week in the last year that I have not streamed. That's incredible. I need to have that that's my routine. We're going back to routines. That's my routine that I do.
I like that.
All right. So, all right, that's the end of our episode. Hopefully we'll see folks next week. Keep an eye on the channel to find out when we're going to be live. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when we're going to be live, in case you don't want to keep an eye out on the channel. I don't know when I'm going to be posting up the details. And yeah, until next time.